brother alone for a quick second, right? The brother wants to know what is the difference between Israel and so-called blacks and Africans, right? Let's see what God said first. Give me Exodus 11 verse 7. Let's see if there is a difference, because based on the skin complexion, they call us Africans, right? But let's see what God says. Go ahead.
Exodus 11 verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
But only, go ahead.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Only against the children of Israel shall not a dog, shall not another nation move his tongue, speak anything against God's people. Go ahead.
Against man or beast.
Like not even the animals can these people speak against. Go ahead.
That ye may know.
That you may know.
How that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
God put a difference between the Africans and the nation of Israel. You understand me? But I'm going to show you further what these scholars know today. In the Bible dictionary, bro. All right. All right. Let's see, matter of fact, the African nations. Give me Genesis 10, read from like verse 5. Because they all talk about all the Gentiles and this and that. You have real Gentile nations, which are the Africans is a part of that nation. Not because it's of the complexion. It goes by the seed, which is your nationality.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Right. Genesis 10, verse 5. But by these were the isles of the Gentiles divided.
Verse 6. Read verse 6.
Genesis 10, verse 6. And the sons of Ham.
And the sons of Ham. Go ahead.
Cush.
Now keep in mind, you have Ham, Shem, and Japheth, right? By these, the world got populated again after the flood. You know the history. Go ahead.
And the sons of Ham. Cush. Mizraim.
Cush, which is you Ethiopians, right? Selassie and all that garbage. Go ahead. Mizraim, which is Egypt. Go ahead.
And Foot. And Canaan.
All right, these are
Libyans and South.
And Libya, right? These are the
garbage.
Selassie is garbage. He's from Ham. Wow. He's from Cush. You understand me? He's not your people. He's a Hamite, which are the African people.
That's right.
Now we're going to show you what these scholars know that they don't tell you. Go ahead.
Wow,
this is from the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham.
It says Ham. Keep in mind you have Noah, Shem, and Japheth. You just named the sons of Ham, where you get the different tribes of Ham, the different nation of Ham, right? Go ahead.
The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood. And
before God destroyed the earth, this man was born 96 years prior, you know, like said to him, destroying the earth. Yeah.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
One of the 8, because keep in mind you have Noah, his wife, Shem, his wife, Ham, his wife,
he became the progenitor.
Ham became the progenitor, which means the father of
the dark races, not the Negroes.
Which set of people is called the Negroes today? You, so-called blacks. So again, God said there's a difference. These nations, these scholars, they know that there is a difference between us and African people. You understand me?
Africans know too.
The African people know.
That's why they
separate from us.
So again, give me the
I didn't get that
verse 6.
That is true.
We're going to read again, sister. Hold that. Go ahead. Read it.
He became the progenitor, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood.
You know that was 8 persons that lived through the flood when God destroyed the earth. God killed everybody, right? Except for these 8. Go ahead.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. became the progenitor
Progenitor means the father of, go ahead,
of the dark races, not the Negroes.
Ham. Go ahead, hold on. Ham became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. They call you a nigger, a Negro. But the scholars is letting you know that Ham is not the father of these so-called black people before Negroes. Go ahead.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
But Ham became the progenitor of you Ethiopians. Cush, Selassie, which is an Ethiopian, a dog, according to God, is not his people. You understand? Read verse 6 again.
Genesis 10, verse 6. And the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan.
So again, so he just lists eastward, northwest, and South Africa for y'all to show you that we are not the same people. We're not the same people.
Are different from
That's what the scholars just let you know. The sons of Ham, right? Egypt and so on, right? Even back Exodus 11 and 7. Keep in mind, Ham became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. You understand? But let's see what the scholars is letting us know that. But let's see what God said from the beginning. Go ahead.
Exodus 11, verse 7.
Keep in mind, whatsoever was written aforetime is written for our learning. Right. But let's see what God said from before time.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between Egypt, which is one of the sons of Ham. In the Bible, his biblical name is Mizraim. You understand me? Because we are destroyed. You understand? When you read in the book of Leviticus, 26, where he severed us. You understand? God said there is a difference. We just read in the New Testament that whatsoever things were written aforetime is written for our learning, that we may have faith. You understand me? So God said there's a difference between the so-called blacks and the Africans, right? When we came over here in slavery, why didn't they say they have Africans selling? Why they said they got the Negroes? You understand?
Right.
Here we go. They didn't say we have Africans for sale.
I thought we was taken from Africa.
They say we have, I'm gonna get to that, sister. They say we have niggas selling.
That's right.
You understand me? History 101, which is from the Bible, which was there prophesied from before anything.
That's right.
From before this happened to us. You understand?
Leviticus 20 and 26.
You will give me Leviticus 20 and 26. Let's see it again about these Africans if we're the same.
Wow. They don't want
Leviticus 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
Ye Israelites shall be holy unto the Lord. Go ahead.
For I, the Lord, am holy,
Go
and
ahead.
have separated you from other people.
God separated us from every other nation of people.
That's right.
Every other nation, God chose you, rebellious Israelites, above any people on the face of this earth. You understand me? He said, yo, you are not Africans. You are greater than that. You are better than every nation on the face of this earth because I chose you above everybody.
This is deep. I got from here.
You understand me? They say we are so-called African, right? Africa is not even the name of that place. That is the land of Ham. That land was named off of Leo Scipios Africanus. You understand me? He named the land after himself. And he's a European, so-called white man. That's who that land is named after. You understand me? America is named off of Amerigo Vespucci.
Right.
That's how America got its name. Another so-called white man. You understand? How can you be from two men?
Exactly.
Two white men at that. Confusion. And when you look deep, that's homosexuality they're trying to push.
Yeah, push
You
right.
understand? How we gonna come from two men?
Wait, what two men?
You understand? Well, here we go.
Wow. This is
Leviticus 20, verse 26.
Hold on. The sister asked a question, right? She said, huh? Go ahead.
I'm lost about the two men part. Where the two men?
with the two names.
America, the land is named after another man.
Yeah.
Africa is named after a white man, likewise here.
Yeah.
You understand me?
So that's
The land is
confusion.
Ham. That's confusion. A lot of our people say they're African American.
Right.
How you again I ask, how can you be from two men?
Right. They put that on applications, everything.
Exactly.
But what about Hebrew Israelites?
They
I don't
put
even
us,
accept
bro.
because I don't-
Hebrew is a language.
Yeah,
You
but it's
understand me?
also,
We are Israelites. That's our
Yeah,
national
and
nature.
Yeah, but Abraham is the descendant of Heber, who is the father of all Hebrew.
What?
Isn't Abraham a descendant of
Hebrew is the language.
Yeah, but
Listen, brother. Hebrew is the language, right?
Yeah.
You are
Our-
Esau is Hebrew.
Yeah.
You understand? You have a few other nations that's Hebrew.
Ishmaelites.
From Shem, right? They're Hebrew. You understand me? But it goes by the nationality. Hebrew was our language. You understand me? So now you have the Israelites, a nation of people which continuously spoke Hebrew. So you have some people say, oh, Hebrew, Israelites, like Hebrew that. We all are Hebrew. You understand me? But is that, of all these people, Hebrew or not, I chose the Israelites. You blacks and Hispanics.
The word Eber itself means from the past. So they had the past language. That's what he's saying. Eber is a language. That's all it means. It's like it's an Eber. He was a man, but that's what you said. Hebrew does come from Eber, but it's a language. There's a man. It's a language. Hebrew is a language. They go by the seed of your father, Jacob.
Our language.
Right.
Thank you, brother. Right? The sister just asked a question. She said, weren't we taken from the coast of Africa? Earlier on, the brother asked you, who were we before slavery? You understand? But we're going to go and see what was written in the Bible that will happen to us, right? Give me Luke 21, and start from verse 20. The sister asked a good question that majority of our people don't even think about. They just accept whatever somebody give them. We born, we celebrate Christmas. We never one day ask where Christmas come from.
And it's not
We never
real.
did no
It's not
research.
real. The day Christ was
You understand
born.
me? They call us Africans,
Yeah.
like you just said.
Yeah. I need to educate.
Before we were Africans, or before we came over here, who were we? But I'm going to show you how we got to the coast of Africa from the Bible. Go ahead.
So
Luke
we're Israelites.
21, verse
That's what
20.
Jerusalem, our land.
We're exactly, but that's what we're going to read. Go ahead.
Luke 21, verse 20.
Hold on. Luke 21, verse 20. Go ahead.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies,
And when ye shall see Jerusalem, as you just said, our land, compassed with armies, surrounded by armies. Right? Go ahead.
then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Know that your destruction is near, is here. When was Jerusalem compassed with armies? When the Jews were there. When? We never one day questioned none of these things. That's why the Most High said, as for my people, they're destroyed for lack of knowledge.
There's always war, because that's our land.
Why? Because they want to keep on top. They want to keep you,
On the bottom.
no matter what job you have, no matter where you
Never.
live, no matter how you prosper, you are still in slavery.
That's right.
According to God, you're going to get more than that once you serve.
Right.
But let's go. Go ahead. Let's see the history from the Bible. Go ahead.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies,
Surrounded by armies. Go ahead.
then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Know that your destruction is here. Go ahead.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Though they that are in Jerusalem flee to the mountains. what mountains were we forced to flee to? That's the question. What mountains were we forced to flee to? Right? The same mountain where the angel told Christ to flee to. That's the same place where we had to let go. Give me that scripture, bro. Give me Matthew 2 and 13.
Perfect. Matthew 2 verse 13.
Matthew 2 verse 13. For Christ said, when ye shall see the destruction of Jerusalem, flee to the mountains. Likewise, Christ himself said we shall go through the same things, right? But let's see where Christ himself flee to as a little baby. Go ahead.
And when they were departed.
Call the book again, bro.
Matthew 2 verse 13. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt.
Flee into Egypt. Egypt is Africa. So Christ said, when ye shall see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that the destruction is near. So let them go ahead. Jump back to Luke. Let them that are within.
Luke 21 verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Let them which are in Jerusalem flee to Egypt. The same place where I had to flee to, y'all gonna have to flee there. Why? Again, the complexion of the skin. If these people were white, as they so-called claim, if they flee into Africa, it's easy to spot them.
Right.
But we can blend in amongst these people. Go ahead.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
Let them that are in there run like hell. Run, because your destruction is here. Go ahead.
And let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Those who are in the neighboring countries, don't come back to Jerusalem. Don't go back there. Go ahead.
For these be the days of vengeance.
Go ahead.
That all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Why? Because the curse is now, as the brother showed you earlier, that we were going to slavery in ships, that we would be sold to our enemies. Put yokes of iron upon our necks.
Right.
That these things may be fulfilled, which was written about us. From where? Whatsoever written aforetime is written for your learning. Right? Continue. Right, hold on. Right.
It's now.
Jerusalem was destroyed in 70 AD. The Romans surrounded Jerusalem, cut off the food supply and all that. We had to eat our kids and everything of that. They kill us with the sword. You pregnant? They threw you off of somewhere higher and dust. They destroyed you. Hold on, bro. They murdered you back in 70 AD, and we had to flee to the coast of Africa. And as we got there, we migrated south. But hold on, the brother's gonna bring out here his historical book to further expound upon what Christ prophesied would happen to us in the Bible. Go ahead.
This is from Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. And it reads, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son.
Hold on. It says in 70 AD, listen.
General Vespasian and his son, Titus, put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
Pause right there.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Know that your destruction is near. But let's see the historical facts. Go ahead. Start over.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son, Titus, put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
Like you just read, know that your destruction is near with great slaughter. Continue.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrageous and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
Go ahead, continue.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
Pause right there. Christ said, the same way where I'm going to go, y'all going to flee there, right? In the book it says flee to the mountains. In Matthew it says flee to Egypt. The historical fact, they named the whole place Africa. So the historical fact is that we had to flee to Africa. Continue.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
The slave markets were filled with black Jewish slaves. Right?
Luke 21 verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
All things which were written may be fulfilled. The historical facts just said the slave markets were filled with black Jews. You understand?
That's right.
Deuteronomy 28 said we're going to become slaves again. And another prophecy, when you read Deuteronomy 28:68, that we will get into that slavery by ships, right? Right here is the different routes we took, we flee. When Jerusalem was destroyed. And right here shows the slave trade. To the different places where we had to flee. Middle passage, the Arabs to Asia. A lot of y'all don't know that the Africans, son, not the Africans, they did have us in slavery. You understand me? You had the Arabs. They had us in one of the worst slavery ever in history.
That's right.
You understand me? But once we think of slavery, all we think is about is the white man. Every nation of people had us in slavery. Chinese people, which all you Moabites, had us in slavery. Brother showed you earlier that we built the Great Wall of China. You understand me? Don't think that you are getting paid up. No, you work to death. You have a little daughter, she working to death too.
I'm still waiting for reparations.
You understand me? You will never get this. God said you're not getting nothing. But he himself said he ain't giving the so-called man that runs today, said he ain't giving you nothing. You understand me? So that's how come we end up into the coast of Africa. So that shows you who were we before we got into Africa. We were Israel. It's your nationality. Right. You understand me? Give me Galatians 4 verse 26. Right? Because today, anybody you ask, where is the motherland? Oh, Africa, Africa, Africa. Hold on. The sister just asked if Jerusalem is her motherland. Let's see what God says. Read that.
Galatians 4 verse 26. But Jerusalem,
only Jerusalem,
which is above, is free.
Only Jerusalem is above, is free. Good.
Which is the mother of us all.
Which is the mother of us all. That's our motherland. Hold on, sister. Christ is coming back. Let's believe that. Right? You understand me? It says, hold on, it says, but Jerusalem, only Jerusalem is above, is free. Which is the mother of us all. Jerusalem is above all nations. But God said, Jerusalem is a people. You Israelites, before it became a place. So therefore he's saying only you, blacks and Hispanics, are free.
That's right.
No other place, no other people is free. You understand me?
Job is bigger than what you imagine, because the disciples of Christ understood this truth is more than just about reading the scriptures. This truth is about action. This truth is about doing. And this is what the disciples showed us. Your job, brothers, black man, Latin man, is to look out after your brothers and sisters that have need. If they have need, you as a leader is to fulfill the need. If they have no food, what is reading a scripture to them going to do? If they have no clothes to wear, what is reading a scripture going to do for them? Nothing. Let's get that in James now. James told you about you faith-only brothers.
What the elder read in Acts was there was a system in place. Okay, people are going to come to us after we've read them the scriptures. Let's put something in place so when they come to us, we can help them.
This truth is about building the nation of Israel. They're going to come in sick. They're going to come We have to do those things necessary for them to survive.